welcome back. We are so excited that you are still with us, and we're on video 4 of the dog yoga series. Hi, I'm Dawn Salapino of Leash Your Fitness, one of the founders of Doggy and Me Fitness. And we are so excited to help you out with starting this dog yoga class. The last video we talked about structuring the class. This is super important. Every video has been really important in its own special way. We also spoke to JT Clow about working with a dog trainer and how this could really help benefit your dog training business. We also spoke with Stacy McCarthy on how it helped her yoga business. It can help every kind of business, even if you're a dog groomer, getting new people in your door and partnering up with people. So we're super excited. Today we're going to talk about locations. And as many of you know, I live here in San Diego and we are super spoiled here. The last video, the weather was super hot, and that made me really think about talking to you about locations. Today it's actually kind of cloudy, but I wanted to show you where I am today because you got to really think outside the box when it comes to locations. Today I'm at the convention center in San Diego, and I'm meeting my clients here. As you can see, it's on top of a building, but there are trees, so there is shade. So this is one area that we actually have had class up here. And we actually do running classes, and there's all kinds of stairs. And I want to show you the view. So the view is really incredible. So it's really fun to have class where there's a really cool view. You can check out this beautiful view. And there's the Coronado Bridge over there. And then see all the stairs? We do running classes here, and we do the stairs. And then all of this. And then there's more stairs. And there's Jack. Say hi, Jack. So today we're going to talk about different locations that you could have your class depending on where you are. And we are also going to introduce you to a great program that we put together, that we're going to put together just for you. So we're super excited about that. So stay tuned, and we're going to get right to everything. Okay, so let's talk about locations. So the main thing is, when you want to think about a location for your class, is quiet. So we have had classes all over San Diego, and we pick different parks, and I try to experiment with different things. And the main thing is you need somewhere that's quiet. So let me give you an example. We found one park that was super quiet. There's no people walking by or anything like that, but it's right next to the airport. So I was teaching, and we're trying to be in this quiet environment, and I'm having to scream to get my point across, which doesn't really work well with a dog yoga class. And what was interesting about it was it wasn't right next to the airport, but it was in the flight path. The actual class that we taught next to the airport wasn't in the flight path, so that one was even better. So those are the kind of things that you need to take into consideration when you're teaching a class. What I like to do is I like to go to the class location at the time that I'm going to be teaching. So say I'm going to be teaching on a Saturday at 9. I go to that location at Saturday at 9 and check it out, making sure there's no other classes going on there, no dogs running around, any of that kind of stuff. Dogs running around off leash is a big no-no, especially in this class, because it's super distracting. So if you can find a class that there's no dogs running around, or no dogs, dog parks nearby or anything like that. That's one thing to take into consideration. Another thing to take into consideration is skateboards. So a lot of the dogs in our classes don't really dig skateboards, and they will really go off and start barking. So any kind of distraction like that is usually going to really disrupt your class. So those are just kind of things that you have to think about. Now, what happens if you live in like Chicago or Florida, or somewhere that maybe teaching outside is not even going to be an option for you, which that's going to be maybe a lot of you. So then you're going to teach inside. We have taught in dog bakeries, we've taught in grooming facilities, and we've also taught in dog boarding facilities. The dog boarding facilities we've taught on the weekends when there are not as many dogs, and they have outside yards and inside yards, and we've taught in both. So there's ways to do that. And usually the room is a little bit smaller. So we usually try to find some place that we can do some kind of walk outside before the class. So we go outside, do a little walk, even if it's just around the block, and then we come back inside and teach. If that's not an option for you, then I would suggest finding a place with a bigger indoor place, even maybe like a rec center or something like that, where there's going to be room enough for all the dogs to spread out. You don't want them really on top of each other, and then you could take a walk around the inside of the room. So that's another option. There are so many different options in class locations, so you have to find one where you can work with another company, where they can help you market with the class. That's awesome. And then also where the area is going to be big enough. But here in San Diego, we like to do parks, and you also want to make sure that there's shade. But you don't want all the dogs to be outside in the sun for an hour. You want to make sure there's some sort of shade. So I hope that helps you decide where is a good location for you and really start thinking outside the box. Like I said, like today we're at the convention center. Who would have ever thought this would be a really fun place for class? Okay, so I hope that helps you. So we hope that these last 4 videos have helped you get started in dog yoga. But if you feel like you still need some help, we have a really, really exciting program for you. I didn't realize how many questions that we would get regarding these classes, and there are interest from everyone, from people just starting out to yoga instructors, to personal trainers, to group fitness instructors, and even dog trainers, and everybody. So it's really, really hard to answer all your questions in these short video clips. So we're going to do something, we're going to try something just for you. This is super exciting, and it's the only time we are ever going to do this, because this is going to be an experiment and we're really excited. We're going to teach you in a group setting, basically one-on-one. I'm going to be answering your questions. This is going to be really, really fun, because I love coaching people. Anyone that I have ever coached on any of my consultations, helping people get started, will tell you I love it. And they always on every single call say, oh my God, I never thought of that. So I'm really, really excited to offer you this program. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to offer you a program where it's going to be audio calls and webinars, and they're going to be interactive. So we're going to answer your questions. We're going to teach you everything that you need to know, and we're going to show you actual video clips of me teaching the classes, showing you the stretches, showing you how everything is done. It's going to be really cool. And like I said, this is a one-time deal, you guys, so don't miss out. So we're going to answer all your questions, and you can ask them while the phone call is going on. If you can't make the phone calls, just email me your questions. I will make sure I answer them during the call, and all the calls are going to be recorded. We're going to at least do 2 or 3 calls. It's going to be questions and answers. And we're also going to, like I said, show you the webinar of me actually teaching the classes with the stretches and everything. So even if you are not a yoga instructor, you don't know how to teach a class, I'm going to show you simple ways to teach that just incorporate simple exercises that anybody can teach. We're going to show you exactly the structure of the class, whether it's inside or outside. We're going to explain to you where to have the class in your area. We're going to go over everything. I mean, like I said, in my consultation calls, we brainstorm and we think of things, and then people are like, oh my God, I never even thought of that. So you're really going to have fun with this. We are also going to teach you how to get media coverage. We personally really haven't had any problems with that, because once people find out what we're doing, they're after us, because we're the only ones that do it correctly in this area, and they are all over us. But we're going to show you and teach you how to get it in your area, and just show people what you have going on. We're going to also explain to you what the dogs are doing during the class and brainstorm ideas for you, especially if you're not real comfortable with dogs, on how to get this, going so you feel comfortable. And we're also going to suggest who to partner with. This is a great class to partner with people. The more you partner with people, the more you get their clientele. We love partnering with people. We're going to answer your questions about price, where to have the classes, and anything else that you have. Everybody's location is different, and that's what's making these little tiny video clips so tough. That's why we want to do this especially for you. We're also, as a bonus, going to give you our waiver. That's going to save you thousands of dollars in legal fees, because we're going to give you our waiver, and all you have to do is put your information in there. There you have it. So do not miss out on this offer, because we are not going to do it again. This is going to be a one-time thing. So we promise you at least 3 phone calls webinars, and then we will go from there. If you need more, then we'll do more, because I love doing this and I love watching other businesses grow. This business should be everywhere. I mean, everybody should be helping each other get their dogs fit and get people fit. It's awesome. So do not miss out. Sign up now. In the price that you're going to pay for this class, you will make back easily in your first class, easily. And we're going to get you started, so by the end of October you're already going to have your first class going, because guess what, if you want to do your first class as a fundraiser, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Great fundraising opportunity. We're all women here. This is a great fundraising opportunity for you. As a matter of fact, last year at this convention center we did a fundraising for the breast cancer, and we had a ton of people here. Women love to come out for that kind of stuff. So let's do this. Don't delay. We are never going to do this again, because it's going to be really crazy. So let's do it. So don't delay. Sign up, and we can't wait to help you get started.